Just had somebody text me and say, hey, I'm not seeing you on YouTube. They're at work and they're watching me on YouTube Live. So you'll see me scrolling up and down. Can everybody see me scrolling up and down? Okay. All right. Okay. Of course, website. If they have a website, put their website information on there. This is going to be going on the app itself. Okay, the website information, their phone number, their business description. So if they have a descriptor for their business, put it in there. Some businesses do, some people don't. You know, try to put something in that explains their business. What that does is that helps with the SEO of the app. All right. If somebody is searching for a particular something, these apps are SEO, they're PWAs, they're progressive web apps on the web app side, and they're also native apps. So you want to make sure that, they're able to, we use these descriptors. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, if they have those four. We do plan on adding some later, but those are the ones that we have right now. Does everybody see right here where it says banner file? Does everybody see where it says banner file? Okay, I'm going to show you where that is. Give me 1 second here. Does everybody see this right up here at the top? The my special deal, where it says my special deal, and the map is right behind it. The image that is overlaying the map is the banner file. Okay, is the banner file. So whatever they want for their banner, the front of the app may be this right here. This picture here. Can you guys see my mouse on this? Can you see my mouse moving? Okay. Right here is the background image. All right. The banner file is this image right here. This is the banner file. All right. So let's go back over here. These file sizes that you see on here, this 1080 by 500, that is the actual size of the file. Okay. They can be bigger than that. I mean, you could do, what is that? 2600 by 1000. Okay. It's still going to reduce down. And or what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll take a nice section of it out, a nice 1080 by 500, and we'll lay it in there. Okay. So don't think that you got to go out there. Oh my gosh, I'm going to take this picture. It's got to be exactly this. That's the minimum it needs to be. So at least it's got to be at least 1080 wide. Okay. At least 1080 wide. Does everybody understand that? At least 1080 wide. It could be 1,000 long. It could be 2,000 long, but at least 1080 wide. If your camera is set to do nice pictures, which most are, you don't have to worry about that. We're going to crop these anyway. We're going to crop them to make them look good. Okay, the address is their business address, city, state, zip, hours of operation. Okay, this is a form. I mean, a box, text box. So you can put it in any way you want to. All right, it will adjust. So if you do, let's say Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. or however you put it. Okay. Now, be consistent on these things. And we don't want to have to go in and change. We're actually going to use this and we're going to cut and paste. So we want to change as little as possible. I'm going to tell you now, we're not going to spell check your spelling. Okay. So you can screen capture. We're not going to spell check and go in. So understand that we're not spell checking. Okay. Somebody wants to screen capture that. It's right here. This is the banner. And you can open your own app and go to the about section and you can see the banner. It's the same banner on every one of your apps. If you go to the about section, you're going to see all this information right here. This is the tag. Remember the tag I said? This is the tag right here. If you'll notice, this list falls right in line with the way this is set up. Okay. I mean, everything is exact. So when this comes into us, we're going to copy and paste and we're going to put it right in there. Hours of operation and the background image. Now, if you'll go up here, you'll see that the background image needs to be 1080 minimum. Okay. This is minimum. There again, it can be much bigger than this and we're going to center it. Now, when you take this, you need to do it in portrait mode. I had initially said do it in landscape mode, but it skews the picture. So we want you to go out and we want you to take it in portrait mode. And wherever and most businesses have their signage right above the door. That way we don't have to worry about a logo. Everything is on the front of the app. Okay. Everything is on the front of the app. So shoot it where everything is centered. You may want to get a tripod. I've already had 3 images come in that were crooked. Okay. These images need to be square. So buy you a little tripod. They're about $39. Go out there and set it up and shoot a nice picture. This is your work that's going to be seen. Okay. What if the business is landscape? You mean if the entire building it won't fit in it? You don't need the whole thing. You need the front door. You need the front door and the entryway. That's what you want. You want the front and the entry. And I had one business, they wanted to put their personnel out there. And I got it in and I called them and I said, hey, what are you going to do when somebody quits? Well, they don't think about those things. You know, we're not going to change out images every time someone quits. So it's not always a good idea. Now, it may be a good idea for the owners to stand out there hand in hand or with their arms around each other or whatever. Okay. But what happens is these guys are like, oh, I want to have all of our personnel in the picture. Then 16 people quit over the next 2 months and they had to replace 16 people. And now they're saying, oh, come out and do another shot. Well, we'll do that, but it's going to cost them $99 for us to do that. Okay. And you need to let people know, guys, we're not going to come. We don't come out and shoot pictures for free. Okay. We don't just run out and stop our day and run back and do everything for free. That's not the way we work. All right. Be nice if we could do that, but we don't. So all you have to do is take your picture, choose your file, select your file, and it'll select it. Do the same thing for the banner. They may be the same file. If they are, then I'll get one file. You'll know I'll know it's one file, and I'll use the background for the banner. Okay, I'll use the background for the banner, but some places want an inside shot for the banner. It's just all different, and that's up to your discretion. Whatever you send us, that's what we're going to put in there. Okay. Now the MSD loyalty card. Loyalty card name. Whatever the loyalty card represents, if it's a pair of blue jeans or a piece of pie or a cake or whatever it is, that's what the picture needs to be. Okay. We're going to reduce it down to 640 by 320. But it could be 1280 by 640. I mean, whatever it is, you can take a full image, but we're going to crop it down and it's going to, what we do is, this is exactly how it works. Okay. We come in and we set the width to 640. We take the entire image that you send us. We reduce it down to 640. And then we cut out the 320. The 320 is the height. Okay. The 640 is the width. So we're going to come in and we're going to take kind of the center, or as much of the center as we can of the picture. All right. So you don't have to be a photography expert, but you have to understand, kind of make sure everything is centered on your picture. A piece of pie, make sure it's centered. You may not get the top and the bottom when we crop it, but people will know it's a piece of pie or a bowl of ice cream or whatever their loyalty reward is. Okay. Description and disclaimer. I don't know what their disclaimer is. It could be, their disclaimer could say, your loyalty rewards card is only good for one time. Your loyalty reward, or this cannot be used with any other offer. That's probably the biggest. This loyalty card, when redeemed, cannot be used by any other offer. Whatever their disclaimer is, that's what it is. And they need to let you know what that is, because this has to have a disclaimer on it. All right. They have to be upfront with their customers. The customers can't get there and they say, oh, well, no, this doesn't work with any other offer. Well, that's not what your card says. Okay. So you need to get the disclaimer. The description is exactly what it is. If their daily limit is, if they got 10 stamps, get a 10% off or get a free whatever, on your 10th stamp. A stamp is a punch, no different than a punch. Ours just works as a stamp. You just stamp it with your finger. All right. Number of stamps can be anything they want. Most loyalty reward cards is how many stamps, how many punches. Does anybody know what the average on a loyalty card is? 10. Yes, 10. So if your customer asks, and most people are familiar with loyalty cards, the punch cards, it's 10. Okay. It's 10. All right. It's 10. All right. Daily limit, that's the number of punches. So most people can only get one punch per day. One punch per day. If there's an expiration on it, if they want it to expire in 30 days or 2 weeks or whatever, then they're going to do another punch. No problem. Just you put the expiration date in there. They put the expiration date in there, and then that's what we're going to put on the punch card. And that punch card will say expires 10/21. Subway does that. Subway has an expiration on their punch cards, and they send out a new punch card every single month. And you have a certain amount of time to get up there and do that. If not, you can't punch your card. And passcode is whatever they want it to be. So do I, Reese. So do I, my fave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 7, 18, whatever they want it to be. And when they come in, when somebody comes in, and let me tell you, this is the first thing this is the first thing you're going to think. Nobody's going to hand you their phone. I want to tell you, people hand people their phones all the time to put the punch code in, because that's the way loyalty rewards work. I go to Burger King 3 times a week because I use their coupon codes. They have to have the phone in order to punch it, in order to put it in the computer. Everybody hands them their phone. Okay. So don't think, oh, well, everybody will hand them their phone. They don't need to say, put this in. All they do is hand the person behind the counter the phone, and they go, and they punch 4 numbers in and they hit submit. Okay. It does happen. That's the way systems work. All right. So, and this is very simple, very simple. I mean, just a few things to put in, easy to do, easy peasy, and hit submit information. When this comes into us, it comes in with the picture attached as a JPEG to the email. It comes directly into our email, into our development room. And they take that, they'll take the image. Now, if the image is terrible, we're going to contact you. Okay. We're going to say, hey, Dale, the image really sucks. Go take another one and send it to us, and send it back. We're not going to contact the customer, because the customer's not the one that took it. We're going to contact you. We don't want to make a habit of having to replace 57 images a day. I mean, you figure, by the time we bring it in, crop it, set it up, get it ready for the app, you're talking 10 to 15 minutes. If we did that 50 times a day, 15 times 10, that's a lot of hours that we're redoing apps. We do not want to do that. So make sure, go get you a nice little, I got my tripod at Walmart for $29. And I bought the little adapter for phones off of, not eBay, but Amazon for like $7. Got it in 2 days. It screws right on, and that's what I attach my phone to. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, rolling right along. And this is the coupon. Now, this is it's not complicated, but I want you to pay attention because this is important. Okay. The coupon name is the coupon name, Kerry's coupon. The image is the same size, 640 by 320. Take a picture. Okay. Now, this is when I recommend if you're taking a picture, or if they may already have a picture and they'll email it to you and you'll upload it to us. All right. But if you take a picture, this is the time to turn your camera into landscape mode. Why? Because it's 640, right? It's 640 by 320. So that's a good time to take a landscape picture. Okay. Upload the picture. Does everybody see where it says radio buttons, fixed value discount, percent, buy one, get one free, and custom? There are four different coupons that we can do. A fixed value discount, okay? $2 off, $5 off, whatever it is, okay? So if you hit fixed value, now you can see you can only select one of these. So let's say fixed value discount, we'll say $2 off. Okay, whoops. I got a $2 off. All right. So, and you put that in there, whatever it is. If it's a fixed value discount, if it's a percentage, then you'll go to the next box. Don't put it in fixed discount. It's a percentage discount. Okay. So 15% off. All right. So whatever you select up here, if you now buy one, get one free. If they buy, do you see right here where it says BOGOF, buy? If they buy a donut, all right, they get a cup of coffee. All right. Or maybe they get another donut. Does everybody understand that? This is what they buy. This is what they get. So if they buy this, they get that. All right. Any questions on that? I put this when I loaded this up on some of the apps today. I got 25 phone calls. What does buy and get mean? Buy one, get one free. You buy one. Yeah, it could be equal or lesser value, in the description or in the disclaimer. Equal or lesser value equals whatever. Okay. That's what you get. Okay. The description, whatever it is, hot cup of coffee, caffeine free, whatever. And the disclaimer, like Jerry just put in there, must be equal or lesser value to get this offer. All right. Start date, when this coupon starts and when it ends. Now, they may not have a start date and or an end date. All right. They may not have a start date or an end date. They may run it for until whenever. Okay. They'll call you and say, hey, I want to change this. All right. Does everybody understand that? I've got one customer that changes every single Wednesday. We run it from Thursday to Tuesday, or Wednesday to Tuesday. And the new coupon comes out Wednesday day. All right. So if they have that, and the same thing, passcode, whatever they want it to be, submit information. Submit information. This is connected to all your apps. Under the More section, under App Coupon Loyalty Info. All right. Everybody got that? Pretty easy peasy, right? Until you go out and you start sending them in. That's usually the case. Until you go out and start sending them in. Yeah, now it's easy peasy. All right. Now, any questions on that at all? Because I want to talk about something else that I want to share with everybody. Okay. We just launched a mobile business card. Okay. And the mobile business card doesn't have the loyalty rewards or the coupons on it. Okay. The mobile business card doesn't have the loyalty rewards or the coupon on it. We just launched that and we're getting ready to launch it on this side. Okay. For anybody that wants to sell it. It's going to be a $229 setup and there's 50% on that. And it's going to be $99 a month. You're going to get 2 beacons and the business card. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. We're going to give them a window cling, not the My Special Deal window cling, but a door cling so that we can drive people into the nearbee app. And 1 table tent. Okay, there won't be a charge for that. But we're wanting to drive people into the nearbee app. We're wanting more and more people. But what that will also do is allow you to go back and upsell the My Special Deals program. What happened to the example of the coupon and the loyalty reward pictured in your app? You're talking about this? Where is this going? I'm looking at it on my phone. And it looks exactly like that one. You click on loyalty, and when you click on coupon, you don't see it. You're talking about these 2 buttons right down here on the bottom? Is this what you're talking about, Jerry? Loyalty and the coupon on the bottom? Correct or no? My home has MSD loyalty and home. The home button is from the order form. What? Hang on just a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Just one sec. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, the Villages, Florida. Okay, there's the loyalty reward, coupons, info, directory list. There's not in the directory list, obviously. And here's everything else about us. Back, home. Not sure, buddy. That's kind of weird. Click on your submit form. You're talking about you're talking about from right here? Why doesn't it go back to your app? Because this is a totally separate app. This is outside the app. See up here at the top where it says the Villages, Florida? I don't know if it says that on an Android phone or not. Yeah, you're talking about when you go here and you see the home button there and it goes back to there. That's where it's going to go. It's not going to, this is outside your app. This is taking you outside the app. You have to click the back button on the bottom of the phone, or like I think on an Android, it has a back button, but this is totally, see where it says open in a new browser? You're in a totally separate browser. This back button here takes you back to the beginning of this app. It doesn't take you back to the Villages app. Yeah, because I understand that. That's why I was asking that question. Some people don't know how to use their phones. Some people don't understand that and they get confused. Trust me, I know. I get it. I get confused all the time. I get confused all the time. But yeah, this is totally outside the app. But when you also leave it in an app, okay, if you leave it in the app, then you're not going to be able to do it on a computer. That's the whole differentiation there. Do you want to be able to sit at home and do it on your computer and upload your images on your computer, or do you want to do everything from a phone? And that's the trade-off. That's the trade-off. I mean, here I can do this on my phone all day long. I think more mistakes are made on the phone itself than on something that opens up outside of the web app itself. But it's a half a dozen one or the other. You have to make a trade-off. Can you see this up here where it says Villages, Florida? You can data input on this app, but you can't data input on this app on a computer. This app doesn't open on a computer. This app is strictly made for a phone. This app isn't made for a computer at all. It's called a progressive web app. It's not made for a computer at all. This is made strictly for phones. I don't know. I've never opened it on a tablet. I've got a couple of tablets, but I haven't opened it on a tablet. So if you have a tablet, you can check and see. You should be able to download it right. If it's an Android tablet, you should be able to download it right on your Android tablet. A tablet is nothing more than a oversized phone. So if you have a tablet there, just put in your URL or go in and download the Villages on it, and you should be able to see that. You guys can test the same thing at home that I can test here. Go to your tablet, download the Villages, open it up, see if it works. Because that's exactly what I'll do. I'll charge up a tablet, download the app. But Android tablets, do you have an Android or an Apple tablet? Or whatever they call it, iPad or whatever? You can, as long as you're using the PWA. If you're using the native app, you're not going to be able to take it back to a native app. You can take it back to the PWA, and yeah, I can add that, no problem. That would be easy enough. That would be a very quick fix. But if you're using the native app, you're not going to take it back there. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but a native app is a total different animal than the actual web app. Are you using the native version, or are you using the yeah. So it just depends. But I mean, you could take it back to the PWA version. I mean, that's not a problem. And I could put that on the bottom of that with absolutely no problem. We're trying to figure out a way, because we've had a lot of people say, man, I have a hard time typing on my phone. I have a hard time seeing it on my phone. I mean, the 20-somethings and 30-somethings don't have a problem, but when you get up there like the 60-somethings like me, then we start having problems. I got to adjust my glasses and make sure I'm in the dark and all that stuff. So, we're just I'm trying to make it easy for everybody. I hear you. But any other questions on that? And trust me, I'm trying to get it for everybody. That's the key. And we may have it. I may put it on there where we can use both sides of it, if that makes sense. We'll use both sides of it, if that makes sense. But we'll get it figured out. That's why I ask questions. I mean, we're doing this for you guys. I can sit here and do it on my computer all day long because I can go inside the system. But we're working on that, and I can tell you that's not real high right now on the priority list, because we are updating a lot of the apps that are in there for the new phones and coming out with some new apps and some things. But that is on the table to do the landscape for the slide presentation. What I would do on the slide presentation, especially if you have all you got to do is take the PowerPoint that I sent out there and put the PowerPoint on your phone. You can download PowerPoint Viewer for free on a phone, and that will go landscape. The PowerPoint Viewer, just download that on your phone, and that will go landscape. And I think I also sent a PDF version, and that will go landscape on a phone. We try to make a lot of options. Okay, PDF went on your phone. All right. Great questions. All right. Let me go into this next thing here, and we won't keep it long tonight, and we'll keep it right about an hour. One great way to get this out is through chambers of commerce. Now, listen to what I'm fixing to say. Chambers of commerce don't want to be your reps, and they don't want to sell what you've got. But chambers love having people come in and do presentations. Okay. They're always looking for people to get on their list to come in and do presentations because nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to come in and show businesses how to build their business. Okay. Nobody wants to do that. So that is a great way. Now, if you can get a chamber, okay, that brings in on their meetings 50 or more members, and you don't want to do it yourself, I need 60 days in advance because my chamber bookings are going up rapidly. Okay. But it's got to be at least 50 people in a room for it to be worth me coming out to do that. We're doing one in January, and I think they've got 600 members. Okay. I'll be in North Carolina in January, 950 members. I'll be in North Carolina in January, and January is already filling up for me. So, but I don't mind traveling. I love to travel. I don't have to stay at home. I can work from anywhere. So if you want me to help you do chamber meetings, you know, I won't do it for 5 people. You can do that yourself. I'll definitely do 2 while I'm there, Ree. Absolutely no problem. Use me when I'm in your area. Okay. Use me when I'm in your area. If you know I'm going to be there, go set up the entire week, set up 2 weeks. It doesn't matter to me, you know, but let's make it worth their while. Bring a bunch of, go out and do an event bright and do tickets and go out and set up, give tickets away and go rent a hotel room on a Thursday night or something. And we'll do a full presentation, you know, bring in some Dr. Peppers and some, go buy you a big old sheath cake at Walmart, cut them up into little squares and give them dessert and let them sit there. Chambers will give you the room free. So, you know, let that be part of your marketing plan. I can tell you, don't go out and try to sell chambers. Okay. Don't go out and try to sell chambers and being your rep and show them how they can make all this money they're not in that business. Chambers are in the business to recruit businesses to pay them every single month so they can sit behind their desk and do whatever they do. They're not there to sell your products, but they are looking for people to come in and demonstrate and show businesses how to build their business. And you don't go in selling at a chamber. You don't go in and say, okay, guys, you know, this is going to be $408. Everybody line up and write me a check. What you do at that point is you say, you know, anybody that's interested in this, see Ree in the back of the room and she will set up appointments for you. And some people are going to, they're going to be ready to write a check right then, but you're not going to ask for that check in that chamber meeting. They will throw you out. Okay. They will throw you out. And when I come, I'll come with beacons. I will come with everything we need to do. And I will have my computer. We will get their apps built. We'll do everything for them while I'm there. We will make it happen. We're going to show what customer service really is. I think Mike Penny is going to be with me out there for that presentation. And we're gonna do it up right. I might even put on a sport coat, maybe, if you're lucky. Yeah, that's right. Customer service is what being successful is all about. And that's right. And it's going to be my birthday when I'm out there, and Ree's going to cook me a cake. We're going to have a big oyster stew dinner. I'm very excited. So if you're in that North Carolina area, the first week of January, I'm definitely going to be out there. All right. Any more questions? Second week of January. Second week of January. Anybody else have questions? Also, I'm working on some bot things, some bots, some messenger bots, and how to implement that with the yes, we will be going over the new offering next week. Absolutely. We sure will. We sure will. Anything else? All right, guys, ladies, gentlemen, if you need anything, if you need any help, Paul Hood on mailing list for what? This training? All he's got to do is sign up. The link's been sent out about 20 times here. I'll email him the link. And once you sign up, you're on the list forever. The training rolls on. All right, guys. Thank you. God bless. I will see you next week. If anybody needs anything, shoot me an email, shoot me a Facebook Messenger, or however you contact me, and I will rock and roll and we'll make things happen. Everybody have a great evening.